Hello everyone, and welcome back to 4KB Shorts Let's Play of Kerbal Space Program with Kerbal Space Adventures. I did some cleanup around Dres. I canceled the flights for the hitchhiker units we had floating around there because they're all out of fuel, and moving them around with RCS is pointless. I also canceled the Kilo. I know I did say I was going to leave it up, but I canceled it because it was acting really weird on the map screen, and I wasn't sure what that was doing to the rest of the game, so I was like, better to get rid of it just in case. But what I found is I tried to do too much too quickly. I found that. That was my bad, and because I tried to do too much too quickly, we kind of have to back up a little bit. Now, the hammer is currently in orbit, and it has a hitchhiker attached to it. But that hitchhiker unit is basically out of fuel. And I have several hitchhiker units here. I have 1, 2, and 3 here, and I have 1 here, and I have to figure out which one's the... Oop, lost it. I have to figure out which one's the right one, because I have so many that I don't know which ones I've modified or how. And that's kind of a pain in the butt. So we're going to take a look really quick at which ones we have. What we're going to do is we're actually going to send... I know this is silly. We're going to send an empty hitchhiker in order to pick up... Come on, all the way up. You can do it. Okay, this one has no lights. No end cap. So this is our original hitchhiker 1. Alright, I know that. That's fine. Even though it's got the new mech jib on it. Which means it's probably the one that's currently working the most. Alright, so anyway, we're going to send an empty hitchhiker unit simply as a fuel canister. Yeah, that's what we're doing, is because... this one is... I'm going to delete this one. I screwed that one up really bad. I tried to rebuild the hitchhiker and it did not work. I actually fail-sussed it really bad. This one has 83 parts. What the hell is it doing with 83 parts? And again, we have to check. Woo! Alright, up to the top. Come on. Alright, this is the one with a really big engine. Yeah, this is the one that's been modified with a really big engine. And that really big engine is great for moving slightly heavier loads. Terrible on fuel consumption. So we will load up the original hitchhiker 1, and that should be the right one, and then we will modify that one to be more like what we need for KSA, because right now it's not. And this should be the right one. Come on. Okay, so there's the engine. Alright, so there's a bit of a modification. Okay, so this one has been slightly modified. It's missing some of the docking lights. We will have to fix that, of course, so let us put on some docking lights really quick. I need 4 docking lights. And I'll put 4 lights down here, just so we have evenness. Because evenness is a word. Alright, and then we'll put 4 lights up here as well. Because we need lights for docking. It's super duper duper important. Done. Alright. So this is the hitchhiker 1. I think I moved these at some point. Once again, we may modify it a little bit. I know it sounds really silly, but we have this fuel tank here. But we can switch that out with the slightly smaller one. Because we really don't use that much RCS. That's about half size. So we're okay with that. Where's its center of mass? Well, not now. Its center of mass is way the hell down there right now, but this should work. This should work. Yeah, I love it. Anyway, we're gonna send one of these because if you notice, the fuel it's got a lot of fuel in it, and so this will act as a fuel tank or a fuel truck. Because when we get out to Dres with our mining units tend to be out of gas, and because of that, I need something just to take fuel out there. So we know that the hitchhiker will make it. It will take it out there. It will go out there. And so we're going to have the hitchhiker head on out there and just kind of sit there. And be used to fuel up one of our mining units. And that's going to take some time. So I'm going to get this out to Dres. I'm going to get it into orbit. I may dock it with the hammer, but that's still under debate. And then once this is all out there, we will build... Yeah, we're going to have to rebuild it. We will build a mining unit that can get us to Dres, and then if it's out of fuel, we'll have the hitchhiker pump it full of gas. So that we can at least get down to the planet. Really. So I will see you guys probably when we're designing the new mining unit, because the last few that I've tried just do not cut it. So I will see you guys there. Alright everybody, here we are around Dres. I just got the second hitchhiker unit attached to the space station. I did not record it, and the reason I did not record it was because frame rate was horrible, and I'm not entirely sure what is going on there, but we're here, and I did want to show you guys us doing this, because I don't want to skip out on all the cool stuff, and this is one of the cool things, is we can do this. We can fill up our tank. So this was what this trip was for, mostly, was just to fill up this tank a little bit, because whenever I get, and I've tried several times, but whenever I get one of the landers here for fuel, you know, to do the fuel thing, I end up running out of fuel and I can't land, and because of that we need fuel here. So we did spend a couple extra million Kerbucks to get a hitchhiker out here for the sole purposes of delivering whatever fuel was left, and we did deliver a bit, which is great. But now that we're here and now that the fuel is delivered, I think we're going to go ahead and clean this up. I think we may actually disconnect both hitchhiker units and just remove them, because we will be bringing another one out here, and this is getting very complex and very complicated and very fluffy, and you guys probably just vanished on your screen. Anyway, so it's getting very complex, and I don't want complex, not right now. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to decouple these. So we will say undock, boink, and then we will also say undock here as well, boink. Alright, so we are good to go. So that way we can get the other two hitchhiker units out of the way, and then this section, I suppose, will be complete. And then we can bring the miner here, the actual mining unit here. We will actually bring that here, and it will be a good one. I swear, I promise, I swear. It won't be as bad as the Kilo. So I'm going to go back to the VAB, and we will put one together. You guys will put one together with me, because we haven't done that for a little bit. And then we'll bring it here and see how it works. So I'll see you guys there. Alright everybody, here we are back in the VAB Vehicle Assembly Building. And check it out. Oh my god, look at that. Not to wake you guys out, but look. No lag. No lag. I'm running at 58 frames per second. I figured out the lag issue. And because I figured out the lag issue, that means all of our stuff in space, all of our stuff here in the VAB, all of our stuff out there on the launch pad, all work perfectly fine. It was awesome. I figured it out. It's just a combination of little tips and tricks that are all over the forums for you guys. In my case, I'm running a Phenom 550, I think it is. Anyway, it's a Phenom quad core. And I was running a Phenom dual core when KSP worked fine. And I didn't have to mod like the shortcut or anything. I didn't have to do anything to make it work fine. I switch up to a quad core and everything starts running like crap. So I start plugging in all these little tips and tricks and nothing seems to work. So what I did is I eventually, and there's a way you can do this, look it up if you want, if you have like a quad core processor in KSP and you're wondering why everything runs like crap. Look up how to set up a shortcut to set the affinity of a program that's being opened. And it opens it through command prompt. So it'll change your icon. But anyway, point being is it opens it through the command prompt, sets the affinity. So what I did is, in order to get KSP to run like I did before, is I just flipped it over and said run on 2 cores. I flipped its affinity to hexadecimal code C, which is core 0 and 1. And so basically I'm checking out my CPUs right here, and core 1 and 2 are running anywhere between 60 and 90% each, but no lag. No visual lag, no physics lag. I checked the hammer, which is one of the laggiest things I have in space right now. 0 physics lag. Runs perfectly fine. So because of that, don't set up, like, there's a trick you can do, says negative graphics ST, don't even worry about that. Just set your core affinity. Done. I set it to core affinity 2 and we are back in business. So, without me, like, you know, tooting my own horn, too much, we're going to go ahead and try to build a functional mining platform. Now, what I keep doing with this mining platform, and I've done it like 4 times now, is I keep trying to build a mining I keep trying to build a mining platform that does way too much. It acts like a house for Kerbals, because see, the problem is I love command pods. I love command pods, so I keep trying to do stuff like this. Well, look at that, it's command pod, except the Kerbals don't use this for anything more than transferring fuel. They don't need a command pod. And I'm like, well, maybe they need a place to sit, so they'll just have one command pod. I'm like, no one command pod. No, go away. Go, shoot. Automated only. And so for that reason, I have to be smart about this. And to be smart about this, we have to go... Now, apparently, I still get a little bit of lag when it comes to loading up all this fun stuff, but it's not as bad as it was. It's not as bad as it was. Okay, not that one. So yeah, totally awesome that we were able to fix all that. Alright, so this is kind of what I want to start with. Now that's RCS tank is mostly mostly to 370. You know what? This thing is huge. Screw that. Yeah, screw that RCS tank. Nobody cares. Alright, we need that. We need a battery. We need to do the battery. This is like 1,000 units of battery. I just like it because of its size, as in the 3 meter or 2.5 meter rather than the other thing. Alright, we'll put a couple of lights. And yes, I know the lights are pointless, but I like the lights and putting them on. Shut up. They're not pointless. The lights are fun. And you gotta have fun with KSP, otherwise it starts to turn into work and you cry a little bit inside. Alright, so there's our detector. We need a detector. We need a brain. We have a brain. And we need a battery. We have a battery. Okay, and then from here, we need a kethane converter unit. Now, I thought about making tinier versions of these with a tiny conversion unit, but no. I say that nicely, but no. I really want to use this big one. The big one just seems more appropriate. And smaller units hold smaller fuel tanks, and smaller fuel tanks are pointless. So, you know. Now, we're really only going to be using this to refuel the hammer, and we're only going to refuel the hammer when the hammer needs to be refueled. So this is like a very limited use object, honestly. And I'm only building it this way because I'm a dork. But, you know, we could build it with one of these. I mean, it's a teeny tiny one, but then you'd only build it with teeny tiny fuel tanks. Or you build it with a gigantic fuel tank underneath it. That would be kind of cool, but no. No, for now we're going to... Well, total mass 0.7. Total mass 4. No, because I built a smaller one. It still comes out to like 100,000 pounds. They all come out to around 30 tons. Every one of them. 80. That's an 80. We want an 80? No, we don't want an 80. There's another teeny tiny one here, too. I think it's that one. Yeah, it's that one. But load page. There you go. See, recording software slows everything down anyway, so I'm not worried about that. Yeah, so you have these teeny tiny ones. You can do like that. Cute. But not functional. We'll figure out the RCS tank here in a minute. We still need a fuel tank of some kind. And that could probably be... That one? That one's pretty big. How hefty is that? That's not it. 720 by 880. And one of these is 1440 by 1760, and then one of these, of course, is 2880 by 3520. Now, no matter how much fuel I got into this sucker, the transfer ship can only carry so much. And that's going to be the gig. That's going to be the thing that really gets us, is what that transfer ship can handle. Because if that transfer ship can't handle what we're handing it, there's no point in going... Well, you know what? There really is no point going through all this. I'm trying to build... Well, no matter how big the fuel... Oh, man, see, I'm doing two things at once, and one relies on the other, and I guess it depends on what I want to do. Do I want to fill up this tank and just leave it sitting there and have it full when I need it? Or do I want to fill it up specifically to take it to the hammer? And then I have to build a little ship that does that. Well, let's just keep going with this really quick. Let's make this smaller then. Let's do that. I don't even know why I keep doing that. I'm just super excited, that's why. I'm super duper duper excited about how awesome we did. And because of that, yeah. Because of that, yeah. Now I need kethane. One more should be... No, these kethane. That's 2,000. So boom, done. That little thing. That's what we're looking for. Right? Right, KB. See? He knows. Like I said, I'm super stoked. So we have these big ass honky landing legs. Way honky landing legs. These things are ginormous. This thing could land on anything at this point. Like that, they land on God, and God would be like, okay, I'm cool with it. Downside of that is we need these. And God's not so big on these. Well, there's that. There we go. Hey, that's pretty cool. That makes me wonder. Can we do this? Oh, wow. Now that is cool. Once again, we have a downside, though. No place to dock. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, if only this thing could be the self-contained. This would be totally awesome. How would we do this? Well, we could dock it. I'd have to land it. How would we land it? See, this is where this particular type of ship becomes an issue, because you have docking and then you have landing, and we need to dock it to a hitchhiker or something similar, and then from there we need to land it. And the only way to land it is to crash whatever it's landing on. Let's see. Well, we haven't. No, I always do that one. That's the wrong one. No. Yes. All right. And we put a docking clamp under that. That's not it. It's this one with the yellow line. Gotta remember, the yellow line one is the one I want. Now, this may have that same landing issue we had with the Kilo. That is not good. And because that is not good, we have to... we have to test. Oh, yes, we have to test. Alright. So there's that. Let's go ahead and set up some... of these. We will set them up for these, and we will say toggle drill. That's super important. And then we will start at 5. And I'm just going to do this because so I can remember. And we're going to say toggle liquid fuel, and then 6 is going to be toggle oxidizer. 7 will be toggle monopropellant. And we're not going to worry about xenon gas, so I'm not even going to set the toggle for that. And that is done. Okay. So this is pretty sweet, pretty awesome, pretty beastie. But at the same time, not 100 per... Alley-oop. Voila. One must wonder about my sanity, but even if you do, you have to admit. Interesting idea. We will land this zombie upside down. Well, right side up, but if you get what I'm, saying here. Alright, now in order to test this, and we do have to test it, we need to go to our control unit. We're testing, right now we're testing the landing gear, because if these... Oh, okay, there they are. Don't ask me what I just looked at, it's not important, you don't need to see it, don't ask. It's a mod, is what it is. It is actually the Clipper mod. It's a Russian return shuttle made by Bobcat Industries, and it was the RCS tank that I was just talking about, because I forgot to install that portion of the mod. My bad. Okay, this is going to be test L gear. We're just going to call it landing gear, L gear for testing landing gear, because that's what we're testing. Okay, now I'm going to pause here, and then we're going to head outside, and I'm going to see if these landing gear are capable of making sure that doesn't hit the ground. If they are, we will go with them. If they're not, we will go with lighter, probably longer landing gear, and we'll figure that out when we get back inside. So I'll see you guys out there on the launch pad. Alright everybody, here we are out on the launch pad, and once again, very, very little, well, I won't say no, but very little physics issues. There's going to be 1 or 2 little blips here and there as it loads certain things, but for the most part, physics is not a problem. See? Fixed. So awesome. 60 frames per second, doing good. Alright, landing gear down, please. We need to see if they will reach the ground. That is so awesome. These landing gear are a little bit too expensive for this, but that's okay, too. Oh, no, I don't think it'll work. Boink. Well, yeah, it basically... Yeah, it's not even landed on the struts. It's landed on the node there. So we have an option of changing landing gear, or if we really felt like it, we could try to move them lower. We can actually, maybe we will. Maybe we'll just move them lower. Maybe that'll be our thing. I don't know, because if we pull the gear up, if you notice, they're not even. All they did was stabilize this thing when it hit the ground. It didn't. It didn't even fix the issue. It's just like stabilized. So we'll probably end up switching out the gear to something different, unfortunately. But that's what we wanted to test right now, because I have an idea on how to get this thing down to the planet. Sweet! So I'll see you guys back inside. Alright everybody, I just did another quick test on these gear. They work and they are so pretty. So pretty. Downside is, in order to operate the fuel transfer system, we need fuel transfer nodes here and or anywhere where these things are currently sitting. So as pretty as they are, they must go. I know. It makes me sad inside too. Alright. So we don't need to transfer Kethane. We do need to transfer these. And I want you guys, I know you guys are probably saying, KB, why are you using the normal nodes? There was a prettier pack out there, and you guys did tell me, and I'm very grateful. Thank you very much. The reason I'm using the ugly nodes is because the pretty nodes have a collision issue that I unfortunately found the first time I used them, where they will actually hit the ground, fall through the ground, and then they won't allow you to cancel your flight. And I don't know if that portion of the video was uploaded, but I had that issue where I had those things fall through the floor, and then I was unable to cancel my flight. I couldn't cancel it, couldn't cancel any part of it. I had to crash the game, And I mean, I couldn't even go back to the spaceplane hangar, nothing. I had to actually crash the game, and then from there, return to into the game, and the objects in question were still flying. They basically orbited the core of Kerbin, and I had to go into the persistence file and delete them manually. I couldn't cancel them. So I'm using these because I know they work. I know they work, that's why. So if you guys are wondering. Impact tolerance of 10. Ha ha ha. No. Whoa, sound issue. Okay, these are the landing struts I think we're going to go with. They work. They're huge, but they work. How close can I get these things? Probably too close, now that I think about it. No, 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 no. You go here. I want the light. I want this pretty little light. There it is. And I want it to... Why are you acting weird? Stop acting weird. Alright, fine. You want to act weird? Act weird. There, we'll put you there. Alright, so we'll put the lights there. So there we go. We have one on each side, so it doesn't matter which side we land on if we land near it. And then we have the landing gear. Now, I'm pretty sure these landing gear will be fine. They will work, because they're actually so tall that I had to put them up here on a previous design. So down here, they should work just fine. Alright, so what else do we need? We need a mech jet. We need a mech jet. Absolutely. Let's see, AR-202, AR-202. Let's see, no. Just a one. Just a one. That's old mech jet. Okay, this is a new mech jet. Here you go. Ta-da! 14 tons. That is nice. Alright, now we also need light absorbing thingamajiggers. Solar panels, those things. I wonder if we should put solar panels here and move mech jet. Mech jet, what are you doing back there, buddy? There you go. There you go. He's just like, I'm chilling, man. What's up? There you go. Okay, yeah, we'll put mech jet there. Mech jet can chill there. Solar panels there. The solar panels aren't great. Actually, they're not great, are they? We may need more solar panels. I don't know. This thing might get heavy real quick. Did we put lights down? We did put lights down there. Okay, cool. Now, solar panels too big? Solar panels way too big. We could probably go with thermal generators. 45 a minute. Okay, these are 45 a minute. How much are these big-ass solar panels then? BASP. Where are you, BASP? These are what? 2.4 a second. Yeah, unfortunately the calculations go different depending on... What did I do with those damn solar panels? Oh, here they are. So that's 1/8 a second. And the smaller solar panels generate 45 a minute. So it's 45 a minute and 45 a minute and then 1.8 a second per panel. Should be okay. But I'm not 100%. And when you're not 100%, what do? You add more solar panels. That's right. Where did I go? Okay, we'll add the tiny ones. Tiny solar panels. They'll go right here. Blink. And that way as the sun passes over our head, and we're set on all sides too, so we have solar panels for all sides. And we will remove these because I don't like them. They are too ugly. We need like generators that look like this is what we need. Alright, so we don't need Kethane. Oh, I left out RCS, didn't I? RCS tanks. Wait. Do RCS tanks have... Pardon me, that's my phone and I have no idea why the volume is on and not off. Turn off, you... Actually... Alright, so, sorry about that. Just had to deal with personal business. So, this thing's set up, but we need RCS tanks. Now, I can't test it. We don't have a full Kethane tank. I should mod in a full Kethane tank for testing. It sounds cheap, but it's honestly true. We oughta... Well, wait. We have those side... What am I even in the screen for? It's the wrong screen. We have these side Kethane tanks, right? Do those have, like, Kethane in them? It's okay. There you go. Load up. Load up. Yeah, it still has some problems loading all this. Oop, there it was. I missed it. Yeah, it still has some problems loading up all this stuff. Yeah, so none of these Kethane tanks have anything in them, and that's really bothersome. Considering you have a jet engine that runs on Kethane, what do you expect, right? Okay, so... I was having a thought, pardon me. The thought was destroyed by 200 max power, but I was having a thought just for a moment. Yeah. Yeah. Never mind. Never mind. I was just having a thought. Anyway. Yeah, so RCS, because the RCS has to be inline. And that is an issue because we have RCS stuff here that's not inline. And I was gonna like put a tank on the side here, but that's not gonna cut it. We have to have an inline tank. And so we have this teeny tiny tank here, but that won't cut it either. And then we have this big honky tank. And this is half a tank of Heathen, or half a tank of RCS, and it's still huge. Huge. But we need to convert. We need to convert. We can't not, you know? If we don't, then there's nothing we can do. So now we're up to 16 tons, and we're taller than I want to be. And that's so annoying to me. That so torques my cookies. Well, you know what doesn't torque my cookies? Cheating. Actually, no, that does torque my cookies, but I have an idea. I have a slightly different design, which will make us slightly taller, but not so much as to be destructive to our person. Hup. Ha! No, go on there. Thank you. And then you. Why are you upside down now? You weren't upside down. Oh, because I put him on upside down. Like that. Don't need much keythane. The keythane is in line with the RCS tank is in line with the little thing down there. So we're good to go. Love it. Ha ha. Now. Because this thing is semi-complete, we will call it the KSA Pinhead. I don't know why, because it looks like he has a pinhead. We can even put like little thing. Look at that, we're down to 15 tons. That is as much as a space plane, and I love that number. 15 tons is a great number. It's really easy to get into space with 15 tons. But we need to design something that goes on to this 15-ton monstrosity. Something very important. We're going to be designing that right here and right now, because that was the wrong window. Because if we didn't actually know it, we need to go to that window anyway, because before I forget, and I will forget, you guys know I'll forget, I need this. And it needs to go like right somewhere, anywhere. Right next to MechJeb maybe? Right on top of this panel here? Right here? Yeah, we're gonna pop it right there under that solar panel. Safe place for it right there. Okay, so yeah, we need that. We'll worry about protractors and other stuff later. Yeah, so what were we doing? Oh yeah, we were designing. Haha, we were designing. And we need to design... We probably need a mech brain for this. I'm gonna assume we need a mech brain. If for no other reason, then it will help separate garbage from other stuff. Give me my brains, please. Dirt. Thank you. Alright, so we have remote guidance unit, which is 0.1. Ooh, I like that one. So is that developed at the behest of HR departments everywhere? The RGU allows for ground control of unmanned rockets. Okay, so it's just a generic unmanned rocket probe. And then we have the Robodyne teeny tiny thing. We have the Gigantor one. Then we have the Bolt-on mission probe. Bolt-on mission probe is nicer, but it's too short for what we're going for. And although this thing has an open end on it, that's okay. So that is step 1, and then we need step 2, and step 2 is structure, is step 2. Because now we need to build, and what we're building is we're kind of building a sky crane, a little bit. Well, that's exactly what we're building is a sky crane. Oh, no. Well, we're already loading up the next screen. Let me load up the next screen. Let me get my head on straight. Load up the next screen, KB. Yeah, I don't know why this load is just, I think it's just after a while it gets on its own nerves, and it's like, I'm taking forever. Alright, where were we? One more. Come on, you slow little, there we go, alright. We need these. Ciao. Alright, we need 4 of these. Is that gonna be far enough out? It will be! Haha, perfect! It's far enough out, I love it. Alright, and then from here we need to go up. Bam! Awesome. Okay. Now along with that, because we need it. Oof, this thing is getting fussy. Oh well. I'll cope. We'll cope. We cope. That's what we do. We cope. You guys, you know, you guys are patient. I'm patient, sort of. We're all pretty damn patient around here. There we go. We need quantum struts. And we're going to put the quantum struts on this side. Like so. They're not even. I want them to be even. At least like this. There. Alright, so we have quantum struts. We'll put quantum struts on the other side too. Like so. Very important to be on there as well. I wonder if I can do that. I kind of like it when the line is... Yeah, it's not gonna... I like it when the line is long, but they stick no matter what, so that's fine. Alright. Now, we need fuel, but along with fuel we need something... Ah! That's what we need. More structure stuff. Yeah, more structure stuff to load. Well, okay, it's already preloaded, so... At least for now it's preloaded. It hasn't loaded enough stuff to be like, I forgot what I loaded 5 minutes ago, man. Alright, so we want to straight as possible. Down, 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 down. Bam. Come here. Come here. There we go, okay. And then we want engines. Because we need to do the engine pod so we know exactly how much fuel we have and exactly how much fuel we need to do exactly what we want to do. Come on. Come on. There it is. No, 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 no. Ah! There's clipping involved. Clipping makes me mad inside. Alright, so there's clipping involved, but that's what we're going for a little bit. 1336, that's actually a lot. I like that. And that's just with the fuel we have on hand. Downside, of course, is these have to be longer now. Yeah. I know, right? Alright, and then that means... another one of these, maybe? Hoop. Gimme. Getting fussy again. Just kind of like, well, as straight as possible if you could. There you go. And like that. Yeah, it works. It's, like I said, there's some clipping involved. And as far... Hello. What the hell, sir? What the hell? Alright, as far as I'm aware, I don't have no clip on. So if there's clipping involved, that might cause explosions. Nope. 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 There. Right? Nope, we're off again. Boom. There you go. Okay, perfect. Perfect! So yeah, something along the lines like this for a sky crane. So this is what we're going to take up. And believe it or not, we're going to have to flip it upside down to take it up. This is what we're going to take up. It's 26 tons, which is actually lighter than a lot of the converters I have sent up. Oh, you know what? I forgot. Again. Because I'm a genius. IR. See, this is the point where I'm like, when I've designed these things like 258,000 times, which I usually don't do. I've only done it with this one because this one is just such a pain in the tuchus. But when I've designed them so many different times, I forget things. And today I've forgotten this. We put that there, and then we put a ladder like right there, just so the Kerbal can grab hold. And then we need lights. Lights, here we go. Little point lights. I love these little point lights. These are the greatest invention ever. Right next to that whole sliced bread thing. Lights. Done. Alright, so we have lights, we have camera, we have action, we are set. We will also put a protractor right here just because. Just one. No, just one. There we go, just the one. We'll put protractor right there. So we have a protractor, we have mech-jeb, we have GPS unit, we have keythane detector, we have functioning landing legs. And even if they don't function, I really don't care if this breaks off, as long as we don't fall over. We have functioning draw-ins, well, drills, we have fuel tank, we have keythane tank, we have keythane everything. We are set, we are good, we are ready to rocks and rolls. And so this is going to be, hopefully the first functioning mining unit on Dres. The other one, even though it landed, well, crash landed, the design was so poor, they completely trashed it. I don't think I need to test this. Sky cranes work, we know that. This thing is stable, we know that. It's only got, well, it has a surface thrust to weight ratio of 0.94. That's badass. Here on Kerbin, that's badass. So this might be what we take up. I don't know. Well, it's what we're taking up, but this might be the one that makes it. So I'll get a rocket under this, and we're going to get it out on the launch pad. Now, because it's become so mundane for me to fly back and forth for you guys, you know, going up to the launch pad and everything, we're going to avoid that part. And we are just going to go, I'm just going to go ahead and see you guys around Dres, because that is probably a lot more efficient and a lot more fun for everybody, and I can get more stuff done if I just take it to Dres than I can if I'm constantly showing you Kerbin, you know, because we know we're going to start at Kerbin. We just need to get to Dres, right? So because of that, I will see you guys when we are closer to our orbits. So absolutely, yeah, by the way, I'm securing this in case you guys are wondering what I'm doing. I need to secure this. But anyway, I will see you guys when we're closer to our orbits. Or like when we're in orbit around Dres. And then if we need to, we can stop and refuel at Hammer Station. And if we don't need to, we can just straight up land this guy. Hey, awesome. So I will see you guys there. Alright everybody, here we are over Dres. Big pain in the butt. However, we have a bonus. One, we have a ton of fuel and I didn't even have to dock. The other bonus is we can almost, kind of, maybe a little bit land on this. And I'm not sure that's the best idea, now that I'm thinking about it. But we're at 22,000 meters. Soon to be much less than that. And, let's put our landing gear down. Yeah, we're at 22,000 meters. And we'll see how it works for us. Honestly, I don't know. It may not work for us at all. I might just be doing something really stupid here, considering how heavy this thing is, and the fact that I don't think the RCS... not the RCS, but the... yeah, the RCS on this thing, there isn't any. So, who knows? It might not be the best idea I have ever had, but there it is. Alright, so it looks like our orbital speed's still a little bit high for whatever reason. Let's see if we can fix that up. Oh, we got some extra speed going on here. And yeah, so there we go. So I'm going to try to land someplace flat. I have no idea if that's going to work or how. I wonder if I could have MechJeb do it. I know that everybody keeps telling me, it's like, make MechJeb land for you. It's like, we're okay with not. Okay, we're going to start coming down a little fast. So because of that, let's see if we can slow ourselves down with the fuel we have left in here. And then, before we hit the ground, I am going to have to roll us over. Because we can't land on our top. Well, we probably could, but I don't think it'd be the best idea I've ever had. Are we going the right way? Yeah, okay. It's just being weird. This is probably going to be a pretty long landing. How high are we up? 11 kilometers? Okay. So we're about 1,000 meters or a kilometer off our distancing thing there. Alright, surface. Yeah, surface and orbit. Oh, there you go. Okay, yeah, screw orbit. We'll do surface. Surface is smarter. Alright, I think 10 is good enough, so say goodbye, you. No, really. Say goodbye, as in decouple, as in I know it's here. Come on, where are you? Okay, try this one. There it is. Undock. Boink. Wrong ship, wrong ship, wrong ship. I have no idea why that just activated. Deactivate detector. Oh yeah, rolling over, big pain. Big pain. This is not going to end well for anybody. Should have done this earlier. Just knock that out of the way. Don't even worry about it. Just knock it right out of the way. There you go. Alright, now roll us over really quick. Speaking of which, let's activate these engines, shall we? So that we have them, you know, online and ready to go. Yeah, there you go. 3 and 4. Don't try this at home, kids. Ever. 5,000, come on. And close enough for jazz? I'm gonna say yeah. So there it is. Come on. Oh, you are heavy. You are heavy, good sir. Okay, we're gonna have to throttle up even more. Come on. Ooh, crazy landing is crazy. But not non-functional. So... okay. Well, that was a little bit sooner than I was hoping for. Alright, so that worked out okay for us. We are very heavy, though. Ooh, heart rate's up. Yeah, that's not going to be any good at all. Okay, there we go. Let's try to get our speed back down. Not our actual speed, but our... there it is. Alright. Really, we're at 800 meters? It doesn't feel like 800 meters. It feels like a lot more than 800 meters. We are heavy. We are heavy, 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 heavy. Alright. Doing good. Doing really good, actually. Doing almost good enough to think that this might actually turn out to be some kind of successful mission. Weird. I know, right? Totally weird. Alright. Can I stop our spin a little bit? At least 300. Okay, we're at 117 meters. That's nice. I like that. We're going to want to slow ourselves down a little bit more, though. Okay, there we go. Come on, you can do it. Stop spinning. Yeah, it's not going to stop spinning. We're also going to continue to go sideways a little bit. But that's okay. Come on, just touch down nice and gentle. Nice and gentle. Oh, no, land. Land very gently, just put it down. Just put both feet on the ground. Be done. Now please tell me, we're still on a keythane deposit? That sounds like a good sound, doesn't it? Our first keythane digger, miner thing. Oh god, I'm like completely shredded here. Okay, couple of things. Housekeeping. You, shut up. You, start drilling. There they go! There they go! Oh my god! Drill! Drill, you beastie things! And there they go. So here we are. And that's liquid fuel. There it is, keythane. So this thing won't make a lot of keythane. And we're over here, way over here. Our little bumble is over here. And the keythane deposit I try to land the kilo at is here. And if you notice, I think we hit like one of the only flat spots. But it is a flat spot, so we're good. So yeah, we have our keythane miner. It is now mining keythane. It is using electricity like it's made out of gold. Yeah, so we are going to be using up a lot of electricity doing this. Ooh, possibly way too much. We may have to cut down on the number of drills we use. Let's see if that will work. Will this go back up? Yeah, so apart from a power issue, which I'm not going to worry too much about, let's activate one of these and see how that goes for power. What we got for power there? Is that good? Yeah, okay, one's good. One's good. We can run on one for charging purposes. Let's see, it's 2 good? Oh, nope, 2 is too much. So, retract drill. So we can run one drill without losing any power. That's great. But before we do that, what we're going to do is we're going to save. And this landing clamp here that we got, we don't need anymore. So we're going to hopefully... I saved it because we're going to decouple it. And if it freaks out and tries to break the ship, I'm going to freak out. So let's decouple really quick. Boink. Just don't boink. Okay. Not what I wanted. Very much what I wanted. Is this the right thing that I'm on? This is... I think so. It feels like it is. Yeah, it is. Okay, so we're going to end this flight. We just... Yeah, all this wire framing and stuff is like really freaking it out. So we're just going to end the flight here. Boink. And we have our keythane miner. So we are going to tracking station. Yeah. So we are going to absolutely use... that ship, the Pinhead, by the way, is what I called it, because, well, I think you guys know that. I don't know. Like I said, I've recorded so much footage in an attempt to get one of these things on Dres that I have forgotten all the things that I have said. So I may have said a ton of stuff. Please don't freak out and fly off into space. I'd cry. Sometimes that happens on Dres. I don't know if its collision mesh is exactly right, but sometimes, from time to time, rarely. Come on. Come on. Please? Or you can just, like, crap out on me completely. Loading times right now are really high. Unfortunately, my corrections, my fixes, have caused loading times to skyrocket, even though actual gameplay is slightly better. Yeah, so see, actual gameplay is much better. But, you know what I think it is, honestly? I think it might be the shaders. Oh, that would piss me. Sorry. That would really make me mad if it was the shaders. But, whatever. Anyway, point being, we are good, so we can deploy our drill. Look at that. Yeah, look at my frame rate. So much awesome. 52 frames per second. And that happens, like, the frame rate on that, with the cross beams, was horrendous. So bad, in fact, that it was nearly impossible to dock with the stupid thing. And for that reason, I was concerned that my fixes hadn't taken hold. But I think what it is the shaders that are used to show the see-through, like the pass-through on things like the cross beams and whatnot, is eating up all the processing power. I think, personally. I don't know. We'll have to see. But anyway, so we have 5 for 5, 6, 7, right? Hey, look at that. It's going to eat up all that keythane we just dug up, but should be, yep, making monopropellant. Look at that. So we have one functional, one very tiny, one very tiny functional keythane mining operation, and that's all we really need. We really don't need a lot more. It might take a few trips to fill up our lander, but now we can design and build our lander. I know, this is where the fun starts, ladies and gentlemen, and I want to apologize for all the crap that's come before, but this is absolutely where the fun starts. All this stuff is out of the way. Now we can actually start designing spaceships again. I know. And once again, this is all part of one big project, and I'm not going to tell you what it is. Super secret. But hey, maybe some of you have figured it out already. I mean, this is a refueling station, right? What do you need a refueling station out at Dredz for? There are a few reasons. I have a few. They're very special reasons. So yeah, huge project, but it is working for us. Everything is working for us. Everything is wonderful. And so I'm going to go ahead and end the video here because I think this has been enough. So once again, I would like to thank you all very much for joining me, 4KB Short, on this Let's Play of Kerbal Space Program, Kerbal Space Adventures. And I will absolutely see you next video.